I'm Josephine. This is my channel, The Versatile Housewife. I'm a mom to 3 wonderful children, 5 and under, and let's talk about how my Mother's Day went, because if you're watching this, I just want you to know, if you clicked on it because your Mother's Day was haywire, you are not alone. We're doing this together, girlfriends. We're doing it together. I think the biggest thing is to not dwell on trying to be spiteful if there are certain characters in your life who actively helped to make the day frustrating. Not every time it is. I'm gonna go ahead and like kind of clean up, since I've been to the gym and stuff. I've been helping my husband work on the triple bunk. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of clean up, change my nail color, put my hair in braids and stuff. We'll see how it goes into this video, but I don't think dwelling on how are we going to get back at people later on, whether it is a mother-in-law, your own mother, if you're the mother in the trenches watching this, if you feel like other people haven't appreciated you or actively tried to sabotage your day. I think what we should focus on as mothers with young children, that's the target audience that I'm kind of trying to reach out to with this video, is just reflecting on areas in which the kids appreciated you. So my children obviously need a lot of help in making the day special for me, but something that I heard throughout the whole day was, "Happy Mother's Day, Mommy." "Yeah, happy Mother's Day, Mommy." "Happy Mother's Day, Daddy." And then my husband saying, no, not my husband, no, it was more adorable than that. My oldest said to me, "Mommy, happy Mother's Day." And then my youngest child said, "And Daddy, happy Mother's Day to you too." And my oldest nudges him, "Hey, Daddy is not the mommy. Happy Mother's Day, you say that to Mommy." So that was pretty hilarious. And that just melted my heart. And I'm focusing on those things. And the one thing I'm very proud of myself for how yesterday went was that I didn't have any real freakouts, breakdowns, just crying. I was a little bummed out. It was cloudy. It didn't rain all day, but it was cloudy. The one big thing that I wanted to have was to go to church on time and it not be a big deal. But my husband ended up, instead of having to work, he got sick. So you could see how it's already starting off frustrating that he wasn't feeling very well. And I did have the opportunity to go out for the weekend overnight with some of my mom friends for one of their birthdays and kind of double up as a little bit of a mom retreat for the Mother's Day weekend. So it wasn't so bad, especially when I look at it as I did get some time the day before. But the one thing I wanted for the day, and I thought I was going to get, is if it was just me, I only had to rely on me. But as he was here, and then so I went ahead and made breakfast for him and everything. It wasn't malicious. It was that he wasn't paying attention to the time. And so instead of helping me get the kids ready, he said he would while I took a shower and got myself ready, and didn't. So starting off a little bit in a crunch to church, but I made it there on time and I didn't blow up and I didn't freak out. I was a little bummed, but overall that was fine. And again, he wasn't feeling as well, so he was working on the triple bunk and cleaning the house for me while I was at church. And then I came back and we ended up going out to the supermarket to get some extra sheets for the kids, because one of my children is having a hard time with going to the restroom at night, which is very frustrating in and of itself, to be spending the day dealing with major accidents and lack of sleep. And just all kinds of frustrating in that department. So we had that, getting late to church, dealing with bedwetting issues. And then you know what we did? We left a bag with expensive protein pop. We're like, oh yeah, let's have these. Let's try them tonight. That'll be our fun dessert. And we get these protein Pop-Tarts that it's for a pack of what? 4? It is $10 each, and it's a small, small regular size Pop-Tart box. But protein ones, $10 per box. We got 2, and we left them in a cart along with the house keys. So we come back home. And for whatever reason, I think it's because we're tired. Normally, I would ask him to give me the keys to put on back onto the main key fob, keychain, whatever. And he didn't. He left it on a seat that I had seen, and I was like, hey, can you just remember to take the keys with you? And normally he would stick them like in the glove box. And I didn't put it with the rest of the keys, and then he didn't put it in the glove box. So it, for whatever reason, it ended up in a bag, and that was the one bag we didn't put back into the truck as we were checking out. So we get home, and there's no keys to get into the house. And as frustrating as it normally is to find out somebody left a door unlocked, it was fortunate in this instance that the door was unlocked and we were able to get in. It's frustrating for a multitude of reasons, but we did that, and I still didn't blow up. And the day just kept going on. We also went ahead and went out to eat, which was nice. So my whole goal was to have something to eat that I liked, which I did. It was, we went out to get pizza. So I mean, it was just pizza, but I love pizza. And then we had cream soda, ice cream floats when we came back, my husband and I, after the kids went in bed. And that's kind of my something to do. And as far as something to smell, I have all the perfume. And when I did it, just very intentionally, you know what, at least I'm smelling a fragrance that I love. And outside of that, there's only one other thing, something to do, was that I got to go on a motorcycle ride, which I love doing that. So I took his dual sport out. I didn't like his dual sport. I much prefer my motorcycle. But I did that, and it was like just really nice for my sanity. So I met all 4 of the criteria that I had for the day to go well. And I think just having some small, very achievable goals made the day feel really nice. But nothing was sweeter than, Mommy, happy Mother's Day, Mommy. Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. Are you having a good Mother's Day, Mommy? Yeah, we made the day good for you, Mommy. Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. And I love that. And that kind of made it all worth it. I was blown away with how much I did not just freak out because my expectations, I met them. These inconveniences kept happening, but I met my expectations. They were low, sure, but it was really nice. It was peaceful. It was very peaceful. And that is something that I very much appreciate with this Mother's Day. Was last Mother's Day far more exciting? Yeah, it was. Not like last as in this year, but 2024. Mother's Day was far more aggressively exciting, I should say. I think my husband had a lot more planned. He set things up a lot more. But this year was just a little weird, but it was peaceful and it was restful. Is the house a complete disaster? Oh yeah. Did I take my own advice and just decide to rest? Yes. So now I'm playing catch up with everything, but you know what? Since I started doing this channel, I can make B-roll footage out of that. I can make content out of that. And which is what I told my husband. Like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about cleaning tonight. I'll make content out of it. Not that I can really do a whole bunch of cleaning with me, but dang it, I can do like a snapshot of before and after and talk over it. When we're talking about stuff like Task Tuesday, it's just going to be catching up on the house. Boom. I already know what I'm going to do, keeping me grounded. So, oh wow, I didn't change any color. I didn't brush my hair. I think we're coming to the end of the video. But if your Mother's Day was not super grand, the one thing I think most mothers in the trenches are looking for is peace and rest. And I got that. I got peace and rest. I didn't get my bath. I did not get my jacuzzi bath, but I can just do that later. I'll do it later, and I'll do it when my husband's not sick because it's kind of fun. We'll like do the bubbles. We'll put an iPad up with Netflix or Amazon Prime Video in the background and just enjoy the warmth because we don't have a hot tub, but we love hot tubs, whatever. But I'll just do it later. And some of these things that I want to do, I can do it later. That's okay. If I want to have it done by next weekend, I can. But as for right now, I'm just enjoying the fact that I got good rest. And my kids were just very, very happy to be celebrating me and repeatedly saying Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. And more than anything, seeing my children, like, that was important to me. And also just appreciating that they're recognizing we have certain holidays, being on top of it. I know a lot of people in my age group, a lot of women, have issues with the fact that it seems like we are the ones responsible for maintaining schedules and plans. But I am finding that with my children, you know, if I'm actually having them be involved, I don't think when they have future partners that partner is going to fully just be the person responsible for it. I mean, if they want to be, that's obviously between them, but to just default be the planner, you know, my husband did try, but he got sick and he didn't pay attention to the time, and we also got horrible sleep. We're dealing with children who are wetting the beds at night. We're working on potty training, and dealing with potty training accidents the night before and night of Mother's Day is, you know, kind of a killjoy. So, how did your day go, and did you at least get mental peace? Did you at least rest? Did you decide to just not worry, you'll play catch up later in the week? I really think if my house looks like a mess for another 3 days, that's fine. I'm gonna, the same way I double up on recipes, because you know what I didn't have to do today? I just had to make like oatmeal for breakfast, because I like that obviously fresh. It gets soggier the more it sits. So I did oatmeal for breakfast, but every other meal, since we ended up going out to eat yesterday, every other meal I made was just reheating it. So it still played up. So with the same way I doubled up recipes before, now I'm just doubling up cleaning. Like, you know, trying to just run through extra bit of dishes. I've got probably like 5 loads of laundry that need to be folded, and all the bed sheets need to be cleaned, because when there's sickness, I like to do hot water. Playing a little bit of catch up. How did your Mother's Day go? I know I already asked. Was it peaceful? Was it restful? How are you handling it? Do you feel like you have post-Mother's Day blues? Or did you find that by just kind of keeping your expectations low, you were actually able to enjoy the day, even if it wasn't like a Facebook, Instagram worthy kind of thing? The thing is you are worthy. Your children are worthy. The most important thing for Mother's Day is you are taking care of your babies. They see that. And if they're telling you Happy Mother's Day, Mommy, and they mean it, even if they made a mess while doing it, maybe your kiddos took some crayons and wrote it on the wall, they were still thinking of you. There's always a positive of that. We got to redirect it. We got to redirect some of that energy, or the way they do it if they're very artistic like that. But the thought was there, and just knowing they're just thinking, I love my mom. And I think just those little phrases from my kids really just kept me chugging all day yesterday. So I hope that if you are having a little bit of an issue with it, like I did a little bit, but you're able to see the bright side of it and really just absorb the good memories in it. And plus, if your kids are doing something crazy in the method that they are wishing you Happy Mother's Day in, just know it is a story to tell later. It is a story to tell. If something crazy happened, make a story out of it. To be social, put a light twist on it. I am definitely rambling. I have so much cleaning to do. Gonna do the positives. And do you want to see my hoard? I don't know if I'll show you my laundry hoard. It is a mountain. But you have a wonderful rest of your week. And if it felt like Lester, you're not alone. But we don't have to dwell on that. We can keep going forward. And if you want kind of a redo, maybe we can just do something for the weekend. You know, like I'm still gonna take my jacuzzi bath. Just didn't do it yesterday. If you like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this kind of thing, mindset thing, I have been kind of doing this maybe I think about 50% of the time, but the rest of the time, versatile housewife, it'll be random stuff. It'll be completing a project I do have in the works, and this is how I'm going to set it up. So when I start sharing the apron stuff, I've looked over the patterns and everything, and this pattern, I think one reason people have issues with the pattern I'll be doing a tutorial on is it's literally, it's got the whatever year I got printed of it has some misprints in it. So the first video on that's going to be kind of going over it, setting up where you're going to cut, and I'm going to do it in parts so that I actually get it out. So like I cannot do a full apron video start to finish in one, but I can make a playlist where I'm starting to upload parts. So you'll see things like that, things like me sewing, things like me working on a wood project, things like me doing home maintenance repairs, maybe not big ones, but some of them, because this helps me keep me accountable. Getting to talk to you, show you what I'm up to is helping me to stay accountable and on top of things in my house. Oh yeah, garden stuff, like my sunflowers. They all transplanted and they're happy, but now I am rambling. I will share that fun stuff, these fun updates for either tomorrow or Wednesday. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week and that you at least got some good rest yesterday, even if you're paying for it today, tomorrow, and the next couple days to come. So, bye.